livearena. Hey, Chris in the house with another H at the Legends video. And today, guys, we're going to build what it is, in my opinion, the strongest thing in the arena right now. Yes, we are going to build a mythical champion, the one and only Nell, Blackteeh. This champion, since he was launched, doesn't got buffed. Nothing changed on her kit. She was considered a disaster of a champion when she came out, but a tweak of the destiny changed everything about it and the way we play it. Because right now, this is a monstrous champion. Her appearance on the second form is just as monstrous as her kit is right now on the first one. Because of how the meta is right now. This is a very interesting champion with a very different mechanic, and we're going to build her together and try to extract the best out of her. But first, let's take a look at her kit and why she's special. Now Blackteeh from the first form. Let's go. A1. Entrapment. Attack one enemy, steals 10% of the target's turn meter. It steals an additional 5% turn meter for each debuff on the enemy. Also has 75% of chance of placing True Fear debuff for one turn based on attack. Very normal. A1 can be useful because of the turn meter steal, but nothing crazy. The fear can also be helpful, but nothing crazy. A2. This is awesome. Soporific Mask. Steal all buffs from all enemies. This red is really strong in a 3-turn cooldown. Then, decreases each target's turn meter by 10%. A red good. Decreases each target turn meter by an additional 5% for each debuff on them. Okay, even better. Also, instantly activates all poison debuffs on all enemies. This is vital to make her really strong. And last, places a sleep debuff for one turn on all enemies without poison debuffs. So if someone doesn't have a poison, he's going to be slept. Okay? A3, Sickle of Corruption, 3-turn cooldown. Attack all enemies. Places a 60% decrease defense debuff and weaken on all enemies for 2 turns and fills the turn meter of all allies by 20%. Interesting skill. It's one of the few ones that has decreased defense and weaken, and something else that is really powerful. That is the turn meter fill. It is a speed boosting skill with a decreased defense and weaken, which is really strong. This is a very strong support form, but at the same time, because of the passive that we're going to read now, this is turned into a killing machine and one of the most efficient killing machines of the game. Passive Blackteeh's Buffet. Brothers and sisters and chaz up. This is one of the strongest passives in the game right now. Whenever an enemy receives a buff, it's healed, or has their turn meter increased by skill, places a poison debuff on that enemy for 2 turns. It will ignore block debuffs. So, you can only survive the damage of this poison if you have block damage, a passive that counters it, or unkillable. Otherwise, this poison is going to go through the block debuffs and is going to punish you for almost everything that you do. Buffs, healing, or turn meter increase. And also, increases this champion turn meter by 5% for each poison debuff placed by this skill. Why this is so much strong right now? Because of the Arachna Elishi, the rare relic that most of the players should have right now, because it is obtainable by doing Faction Wars hard, and most of the players are doing it right now. This is one of the strongest combos in the game. We're going to explore it, but first let me read the second part of her kit. This should be the damage dealing form. The second form should be the damage dealing form, but because of the meta right now, we use the first form almost all the time. We almost never change her to the second form. Her second form, Belly Slash. Attack one enemy 4 times. Each hit will ignore 30% of the target's defense. Each hit will also decrease the target's max HP by 25% of the damage inflicted. And if the target is not a boss, also places a shield buff on this champion equal to 25% of the target's max HP. This is a really impactful A1, but as everything on her second form kit, it lacks on damage. The multiplier of that skills are not that good. If they were, she would be incredibly strong on this form, because it's a 4-hit A1 with ignore defense and destroy max HP and shield crazy strong. A2, attack one enemy 2 times, deals 100% more damage to enemies under stun, sleep, freeze, provoke, fear, true fear, or petrification, and if the target skilled instantly activates the Feast of Terror, that is the A3. The A3 Feast of Terror attack all enemies, places true fear debuff for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be resisted or blocked by enemies with 50% HP or less. So it's a very damaging dealing kit, but it lacks on damage. If they had put damage on their skills, should be incredible nuker on the second form. Even more because of the passive. Whenever this champion kills an enemy using an active skill, grants this champion an extra turn. So you can kill someone with an A2, use the A3 instantly, and get an extra turn. Bro, this is crazy amount of damage. Each debuff placed by this champion in either form increases this champion HP, attack and defense by 2%, stacks up to 50%, and speed by 2, stacks up to 50 in the alternate form. So everything that you put as debuff with the first form, and she lands debuff with A1, she lands debuffs with the A2, she lands debuffs with the A3, and she lands a ton of debuffs with the passive. And on the second form, she also lands debuff with the A3. So everything here increases the stats on her. Ravenous Hunger for the second form, but mainly we are going to use her on the first form, because everything that we care about her is to deliver her poisons and make these poisons do the most amount of damage that we are capable of. And how that works? That works because of the combination of 2 things. There are 2 things that makes this champion incredibly strong. The first, and a must-have, is this blessing here, Lethal Dose. Increase the damage enemies receives from poison debuffs placed by this champion in arena and siege battles. This is what makes her damage on the poisons multiply a lot. High Awakening bonus will ignore 30% of each target's resistance when placing poisons debuffs on enemy champions in the arena and siege. Brothers, when this is 5 stars, increase the damage enemies receive from poison by 200%. 200%. This is very high amount of damage. And on the 6th form, you have the ignore resistance effect that we just read. But the 5-star is what's most important here. Actually, we're gonna to choose this blessing. There is no other blessing as good as this one for her. Lethal Dose. The best and the only option that I'm going to tell for you to use, because this is what makes this champion as good as she is. The second thing that makes this champion incredibly strong is a relic. It's called the Arachna Elixir. This relic here, this is a rare relic. Okay? This is not difficult to get. And the effect of this relic, it is the wearer's poison debuffs deals bonus damage equal to 50% of the wearer's attack. So you're going to do more damage of the poisons, 200% of the damage with the Lethal Dose 5-star, or any star that you have is going to power up the damage also, and you're going to do damage of the poisons based on your attack, 50% of your attack as damage because of the Arachna Elixir and the damage increases when you upgrade the Arachna Elixir. This is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. And we are going to use it. So let's upgrade that one. To at least level 12. To power up her damage, giving her attack and more effects. And as gemstones, we are going to use these pouncing strike. Why? When attacking an enemy, increases the wearer's critical rate by 5% for each active debuff on the targets placed by the wearer. She drops a ton of debuffs on the first form, as I show you when reading her kit. And we're not going to be able to have critical rate on the kit that we're going to build for her. So what we are going to seek is for extra critical rate to boost her damage through the amount of the debuffs that we put. That's why this is so good to have on that relic, and we only have one space. So we're going to equip that relic. So the blessing is little dose a must-have. The relic is a Arachna Elixir a must-have. How are we going to do her masteries? Since we only care about the damage of the poisons, and to deliver the poisons we need accuracy, we're going to start here. On this forum, we are going this way. We are also getting these arcane celerity to boost our turn meter when the poisons expire. We are going to go that way. We are going to go that way, and that way for the extra accuracy. This is what's most important on this form. On the other side, here we want the Blade's Disciple to get the extra damage from the attack that we get. We are also going for Shield Breaker here to get a little bit more damage on the poisons that we hit. We're going on Whirlwind of Death to use that to get more speed. And I'm going to Opportunist here to a little bit of damage. At the same time, I'm going for Keen Strike. The last thing is that this is how I'm going to build the Nell. These are the masteries that I'm going to use on her. Everything that matters is the accuracy and the attack. So the accuracy here helps. The other things are to just give us a little bit more of support. These are the masteries that we're going to use on her. And now, the sets. How are we going to build her? She is, on the first form, a debuffer. On the second form, a nuker. But what really matters, and the strategy that we're going to use, is based on the poisons of the passive. So what we want on this champion, three things. We want accuracy to land our poisons. We want attack to multiply the damage of our poisons based on the relic that we have, the Arachna Elixir. And we want speed to play fast enough to deliver the damage with the A2. So let them play, let them buff, let them heal, let them increase their turn meter. They are going to have a ton of poisons on them. Then we're going to get turn meter because of our passive, and we're going to detonate the poisons with the A2. So attack, speed, and accuracy. That's everything that we need on her. And to get that, which sets are the most important for her? Since we're not going to have that much defensive things on her like the Wand of Submission, to try to avoid the polymorph, and she's delivering a ton of debuffs, she's very easy target to polymorph. We are going to try to bring her pinpoint as mandatory, okay? If you're going to build nowadays, with the best build possible, this is one that I'm showing you, pinpoint is mandatory. So at least 4 pieces of pinpoint you must have on her. If you want to give her 6 pieces of pinpoint or 9 pieces of pinpoint, can be good, but mandatory it's 4. For my playstyle and the build that I advise most of the players to use is basically 4 pieces of pinpoint and 4 pieces of stone skin. If you are able to, 5 pieces of pinpoint for the extra speed is really good, and 4 pieces of stone skin. This is, in my opinion, the best build for her by far, by far. If you're not able to go pinpoint stone skin, go 4 pieces of stone skin at least. If you're not able to go 4 pieces of stone skin, go at least 4 pieces of pinpoint. Okay, but 4 pieces of pinpoint, 4 pieces of stone skin is the best. And that's what we're going to seek for her. And I'm going to tell you how here on the Hell Hades optimizer. Let's go. So we are here on the optimizing, and this is how you're going to build your Nell. You're going to your champions. You're going to choose here Nell Blackteeh. Select her. You're going to click here on optimizer. And you're going to select base form here. Let it. And you're going to put balanced mode on these options here. So on presets, doesn't matter. On configure, you're going to drag this bar to the 0. If you want to use the equips that are already equipment, the items that are equipped on the champions already, you can include the artifacts unlocked champions. If you don't want, don't do it. I will do it because I want my Nell to have the best gear she's able to. Here on battle, doesn't matter. Back on configure, we just did our mastery, so these are the right one, the ones that we just showed in the beginning of the video. And here on stats, you're going to put what you consider really good stats for your champion. So what I'm aiming for, I'm going to put here the priority on attack as highest. I'm going to set up the minimum of 350 speed for her, because I think this is decent speed. And I'm also going to put 600 accuracy, because I think this is the minimum amount of accuracy that we should have on her, even with all the ignore mechanics that we have. So this is what I'm going to set up her with: 350 speed and 600 accuracy. That's what we're going to use now build with. On slots, this is where the magic happens. We want attack as ascension on weapon, helmet, and shield. We want attack percentage as ascension of the glove. We also want the glove to be an attack percentage glove. We want attack percentage as ascension of the chest, and we also want attack percentage or accuracy. We are going to use a speed boot or an attack percentage boot, and we're going to set up attack or speed as the ascensions that we have. Okay, on the ring, I'm going to select attack as ascension and attack as main stats. On the amulet, I'm going to select attack as ascension and attack as main stats. On the banner, I'm going to select attack and accuracy as ascension, and I'm going to select accuracy and attack as main stats. That's what we're going to use for Nell's slots parameters on the Hell Hades, okay? On sets, like I said, the best option is by far 4 pieces of pinpoint, and 4 pieces of stone skin. This is, in my opinion, mandatory, both. And that's how we're going to build her. Glyphs. What's important for her? The most of flat attack that you can give. The most of attack percentage that you can give. The most amount of speed that you can give. And the most amount of accuracy that you can give. That's how you're going to build your Nell. And optimize. So this is the builds that we find. Let me take a look. Probably this is the build that we're going to use on her. Let's go. Let me build her this way. Equip in game. And let's go to the game. Here we are. Let me save that as RTA by Creason. And let me adjust a little bit the build. Here we already have speed. We already have accuracy. This is perfect. Here we already have attack. We already have accuracy. We already have attack on speed. It's fully glyphed. Here, okay, let me swap that to attack. Come on. Okay, attack on the shield. It's already glyphed here and here. So I'm gonna let it this way. Here, on the glove. Let's try to grab attack percentage. Critical rate. Defense percentage. Defense. Please give me attack percentage. We don't have many. We don't have many dust. Let's go. Attack percentage. Let's go. So, attack with attack. On the speed, I'm going to use a high glyph. 9. Good. On the attack one here, I'm going to also use a high glyph. Maximum. Good. On the defense one, a normal glyph. On the chest here, we also want attack percentage. Please give us attack, HP, accuracy. I don't have that much dust, so I'm going to keep it as accuracy until I get a little bit more, and I'm going to glyph it. Let me put here some glyphs. Give me a 5. 5. Okay, gonna take the 4. And on attack, let me use the max one that I have. That's how we're going to have it. On the boots, it is on speed with speed. This is a quadro, so it's a red glyphed. Can I have more than that? This is a piece that deserves. Okay, gonna keep it like this. On the ring, let me full upgrade it. Let me fully send it. Already got attack. Attack is already glyphed here, so let me glyph only the HPs. Okay. Here on the amulet, let me fully ascend him. Attack, perfect. Let me put a glyph here. On the accuracy, give me the 18. 16, okay, gonna take it. Some accuracy. Right here, the resistance. The defense. Okay, and finally, the banner. Let me fully upgrade it. Let me fully ascend it. It gave me accuracy. Okay, gonna take it. On the attack here, give me a 9. An 8. Gonna take it. Give me a 5. 2, 5. 3, 5. 4. Okay, gonna take the 4. Defense percentage. HP percentage. Okay. This is the total stats that we have right now. 60k HP, 7k attack, 3.6k defense, 355 speed, 44% critical rate, 147% critical damage. These two doesn't matter that much. Resistance 291 and 583 accuracy. Okay? She's on 4 pieces of pinpoint, 4 pieces of stone skin. And this is how we are going to use Nell Blackteeh. She's awakened, she's blessed, she's a fully awakened one, and we're going to test it directly on the arenas. Let's go. So let's test her on the classicarena. And when we are facing faster teams, take a look at that. They're gonna buff. They're gonna get a lot of poisons in their heads, as you can see. So because of that, he boosts. But because of the amount of poisons, I cut it because of her passive. That gives us 5% turn meter per each poison buff that we apply. And now we're going to detonate these poisons with the E2. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Look what's left of their teams. After that. Okay. She came back. Okay, we have Nyanhe here. Nyanhe is a little bit annoying because she avoid us to do the damage of the poison. So I'm going to put stock. Let it buff. Oh, I'm faster than her. Okay, let me boost my team. Decrease defense and weaken and boost my team. But they have block damage, so I can't do much. Look. They had turns. And the poisons killed them. I'm gonna let them have turns. I don't even care. Look, he revived poison. Take a turn, poisons. Look, he took a turn. Look at his HP. And now let him take a turn. Took a turn, poisons. That's how it goes. Let's go in here. I am faster than her, so let me accelerate the team. Decrease defense, weaken, and I accelerate my team. So after the boost, I destroy them. Here. Let's go. Let them accelerate. Stone skins. No worry. Let me use that. Buff, poisons. Turn meter, poisons. Now everybody got poisons. Let me detonate. Poison, damage. She will revive with poison. That's how it goes, bro. This is really, really strong. Let's see. He's going to accelerate poisons. I cut. Half of them dead. He got a turn. Look, he's going to get a turn. Poison, dead. I didn't even got my turn when almost all the team is dead. Keep going. Oh, I'm faster than her. So let me accelerate my team. Just going to A1 here. She accelerated. Poisons, poisons, poisons. I cut. He's going to have a turn, but look at the poison. Bro. Let's go here. Accelerate. Damage. Acceleration. We cut. We detonate the poisons. Vapu!
Vapu.
Okay. Stone skin on everybody. He accelerates. The stone skins are gone. And our Mons is dead. Even before we start. We try to put a fear on it. Look at the damage. She's dead. Because of the poison. Look. The poisons will transform him. Let me put the fear. The poison kill it. Almighty nice. Let's go. Accelerate, Avatar. Accelerate. She accelerated. Poisons on everybody. I cut. Everybody dead. I stole his stone skin and slapped him. The same skill. Now he's going to take a turn. No, look at the poison. Look at the poison. Poison. Gosh. Even against the counter that is Marishka is her counter. We can try something. Let's go. This is a top meta team. Top meta team. Let's go. Oh, I'm faster. We put that. They buffed. They buffed. They buffed. Look. Look at the amount of poisons. Now, I will let them take turns. This is everything that I can do. Or, I will detonate the poisons. Let me do that. To make them revive. Look, they revive. Look, he revived. That look, her HP after reviving. Let me go here. This is a highly meta team. Look how it is suffering to the poisons. Here, another high meta team. Let's go. Let's deliver poisons on them. We cut. We detonate. He was killed by the poison, so no passive. Just as easy as that. Let's go. Let them accelerate. Look at their HPs. Look at the HPs. Oh, I was shipped. Okay, this is something we cannot avoid. But the poison's still killing it. Come on, my sheep army. Okay, she's back. Poison killed. Look, poison killed. Look, she's going to get a turn. Poison killed. She's going to get a turn here. No, she's dead. Let's go, let's go. Let's make them have turns. Do your action. Accelerate. 1 dead. 2 dead. She got a turn, she's dead. I could. Let's go here. Boost, Sifi, boost. Look. We cut. We detonate. They're dead. Here. Double booster. Boost, boost. She's dead. We cut. They're dead. They have a turn. They're dead. Look at their HP, and we didn't even got our turn. She's going to be dead now. And now we're going to get our turn. Really strong meta teams. Let's go. Boost. Poisons. Dead, dead, dead. We cut. We detonate the poisons. Get your turn. Dead. Let's try to remove them here. Look, we removed everybody. Put everybody to sleep. So now our nukers are able to go there and nuke. And when they are doing actions, buffing themselves, they're activating the poisons. Two poisons on him. Let's see if he's going to survive. Nope. Revived. Buff. Poisons. Let me detonate. Get your turn now. That's how strong Nell is. I wish we could show you her gameplay on livearena, but look what happens when we pick her on livearena. Not yet, Trojan. Everything that we know is on the video. Okay, he took away the now, he needed to. Let me take away the Shizan. Let's see what he's going to ban. He took away the Nell. Go that way. Oh, he took away my Nell. Could be good. But he does not do damage. His mood piles are bad. Any champion can be relevant if they do damage. I cannot confirm. Come on, can't I confirm? Okay, let's speed up. I will A1 here. Then A2. And let me do that. The poison's killed him. Revive! Revive someone! Let's go! Actually, you're not going to revive. You can choose someone to kill. Let's go. Everybody uses Ashnar to count banners, Defiler. Everybody that has it. Commodus is the best pair to him. Okay, is she going to buff? It's a very, very fast Mikage. Let me try to debuff them. I was able to debuff one. Healed us. Let me do that. He's going to kill us. That's bad. I didn't thought I was going to have that much damage. Okay, but he did not have that much. I need a way A1 here. Fear. Fear. So let me heal. I'm going to swap form here. And I'm going to use the A2 to kill him. Let's go. If people are so afraid of her, it's because she is that powerful. Solo, she is one of the strongest champions in the arena right now. The only champion close to her is Nice. The only champion that gets close to her as a firepower champion is Nice. But at this moment, because of the speed meta, I think she's even better. Now, the Blackteeh, that's how you build her, that's how you use her, that's how strong it is. If you have her, use her that way, and you're going to be feared. Feared in the arena, but not feared because of fear, feared because of poison. If you like this kind of content, do not forget to. And as always, remember,
It's all about arena.